Hey guys, how's it going? 2 days ago, we had probably one of my most anticipated events ever, and we live streamed it on this channel. Of course, I'm talking about Meta Connect, and I've been waiting a few days in order to produce my recap of Meta Connect for a few reasons. I just needed a few things clarified, and I needed a few answers, and it looks like waiting has absolutely paid off, as we now have the answers to all of those questions, including information and price points on the Quest 3. So as usual, I'm Mysticle, and if you like this one, slap that red button down below. And let's get right into it. So, first things first, what was actually announced during Connect? Well, apparently, according to many people, not much. We got no information on the Quest 3 during Connect, but we got the Quest Pro, and surprise, surprise, we knew everything about it already. You see, the Quest Pro is actually turning out to be a much better device than I originally anticipated. We got some sneaks and peeks at its AR capabilities, which seem to work really well, with many games already supporting the AR capabilities, including games like Demio coming out with support sometime in the near future. I think tabletop games are absolutely going to thrive in AR. As you can see, games are already jumping on that bandwagon. Now, the Quest Pro, surprise, surprise, again, is a pro device. It was never aimed at consumers. So unfortunately, to all of you that were hoping the headset would be somewhere about $800, it's not. It's $1,500. And in Europe, which is where I am, it's 1,800 euro, which means it's unfortunately way out of my price point. So you won't be getting a review from me, at least not in the near future, unless some miracle happens. But it does look like a fantastic device. We don't have Fresnel lenses anymore. We've got those beautiful pancake lenses, so that's fantastic. Unfortunately, I've been talking to some other creators on the platform, and apparently the screen door effect is quite noticeable on it. I, again, don't have my hands on it, can't confirm that, but I guess we'll see once reviews start coming out. The controllers, of course, are tracked by themselves and can be bought separately. More information on those later on, as there's actually some really exciting information on those. But the most exciting thing out of all of this is the new processor, the Qualcomm Snapdragon XR2 Plus, a new processor developed by Qualcomm in partnership with Meta. This is the first processor to come out of that partnership, and while not much has actually changed inside the processor, as we know from Carmack's unscripted talk, it does have a better thermal output, so it's cooled a lot better than the current XR2 is, which means you can run it at higher clock speeds. And it does also have a few more changes here and there, but I think what most people are going to be interested in is, yes, you can actually get more power out of this processor than you can out of the XR2. So it is a new processor. We will be getting more powerful things out of it, which is great. The headset does boast a 1 to 2 hour battery life, which is not fantastic, but I mean, you can always plug it in, so there you go. And, you know, extra batteries and stuff definitely are going to come out. A few more specs of the headset. It's got many LED panels, 12 gigs of RAM, of course, a massive jump from the 6 gigs inside the Quest 2. Eye and face tracking, of course. Something interesting also about the headset's panels, they can run at 72 or 90 hertz. No upgrade to 120 hertz anytime in the future. So that's something interesting for you there. I don't think a Pro headset should have that, but hey, the headset comes in a model of 256 gigabytes, and there doesn't seem to be an option to buy anything else, so there you go. What people were pissed about originally were the controllers, because the controllers supposedly had the same battery life as the headset. Now we're finding out that they actually don't. The controllers actually have a battery life of up to 8 hours, according to BozzTank on Twitter, but I think it's going to be closer to around 4 to 5 hours. I think that's what people are going to be getting closer to. But yeah, up to 8 hours, which is actually really good. I don't think anyone's going to spend 8 hours inside VR playing with these controllers unless you're like sleeping in VR or something. Bombshell, most exciting part of the controllers for me is they support the Quest 2. Plot twist, they cost just about as much as the headset. So imagine buying the Quest 2 and then buying controllers that cost just about as much as the headset. They're $350 in America, but I still find it to be a very good thing that they do support the Quest 2. Of course, the benefits of these controllers being they track themselves, meaning you don't have that blind spot behind your head anymore. You can put the controllers basically anywhere, and as long as you're not blocking the cameras, you are going to have perfect tracking basically everywhere. The controllers do their own inside-out tracking, which is really great. What's even more interesting is the controllers now actually have a pressure sensor for your thumb, allowing for more accurate grip-like movements. So underneath where you would normally rest your thumb, that's now angled, and also has that aforementioned pressure sensor. What's even cooler is that the controllers can be flipped around the other way and can have a stylus tip attached to them. This stylus tip also has a pressure sensor, so if you ever want to draw in VR, you can now do that really accurately. However, the coolness factor doesn't actually end there. These controllers have so many features that we were just not told about during Connect. For example, their ability to track your index finger. They have the ability to track the curl or the slide of your index finger, allowing for way more accurate tracking. That, combined with that new pressure sensor that can sense up to 6 newtons of force, enables something Meta calls a precision pinch grip, which sounds really cool and hopefully will allow for more accurate pinching in the future. The controllers also have 3 haptic devices, unlike just one in the past. The localized haptics refer to the fact that each controller have 3 separate haptic motors, a voice coil modulator, VCM, in the handle, and a linear resonant actuator in the index finger and thumb grip. The level of haptic fidelity this delivers blew Upload VR away in their hands-on time with the Quest Pro. It felt like the sense of touch was coming from the exact part of the virtual object they gripped. So, as you can see, there's actually a ton of tech here, which really makes these controllers seem unloved during Connect. I mean, these things are a big deal, and they really didn't tell us much about them during Connect, which is why I'm so happy about them also supporting the Quest 2. But yeah, that's it for the Quest Pro. That's all the information I have for you in regards to that, but we were left with a lot of things unanswered. Quest 3, where is it? Why is it not coming out yet? We've gone 2 years now without a headset for consumers. How are they going to compete against the Pico 4? I've got info. According to Upload VR, the Meta Quest 3 will be around $300 to $500, but isn't launching this year. So a much more friendly price tag. I am very happy with that. However, it will not be launching this year, and this is all from an interview with Stratechery. Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg said in that interview that it's not this year, but there will be a Quest 3 that will be in the zone of $300 to $400 to $500. So that is a much more consumer-friendly price point. And what a lot of people were saying in the comments of this article is the Quest Pro is kind of like the dev kit. And it's not stupid to assume that the Quest 3 will come with a lot of the features that the Quest Pro has. And the Quest Pro is coming out to kind of be, again, the dev kit for people to create experiences, create apps and games. And then when they release the Quest 3, all those apps and games are going to be compatible with it. And consumers are actually going to have something to work with. You know, instead of releasing the Quest 3 with no apps and games supporting all the new features that it has, they're going to release the Quest Pro, allow people to work with it, and then they're going to release the Quest 3. So that's just, I found that to be a very interesting view on things. We've already checked out the schematics of the Quest 3 and a few of its features, but we do now have a price point and a supposed release date of sometime next year. When next year? I'm not sure. Whether it's going to be during a Connect event, or they might just do another one of those releases where they released just before summer one time. I think that was with Rift S and the Quest 1. They released just before summer. So that's some interesting information for you right there. $300 to $500. Again, very happy with that price point. But yeah, I know a lot of people were upset because they didn't mention anything about the Quest 3 during the Connect event. I don't know why they didn't, and now all this information's coming out. I think people would have been happy even if during the Connect event you told them that the headset wasn't going to come out this year, but at least something is in the works. Same with games. Not much was actually mentioned. Iron Man is coming to the Quest platform, which is great. I'm happy about that. Then they announced a new game by Skydance, but didn't really tell us much about it. They mentioned nothing about GTA San Andreas VR, which is very unfortunate. They did, however, give us information on Amogus VR, which will be coming out very soon. In fact, on November 10th. So for all you fans out there, that's coming out, and you can actually pre-order it now. However, the age rating is a little bit funny. We also got information on Skydance's interactive The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners Chapter 2 Retribution, which will be out in December. But yeah, let me know your opinions down below. Something exciting to come out of Connect, however, Xbox Cloud Gaming is coming to the Quest. Now, it is coming in a 2D form, but it's still very exciting. They've partnered up with Microsoft to give you that Xbox Cloud Gaming platform so that you can play your games inside the Quest on a massive screen. Instead of, you know, having to play on your TV or something, you can actually play on a screen now the size of like a cinema, which is really cool. Now, I'm hoping that they kind of evolve this later on to create a cloud gaming platform for VR, but currently it's just for 2D games. Still really cool though. Xbox Game Pass coming to the Quest. Let me know your opinions on that one down below. Do you actually use Xbox Game Pass, and is this something that you're going to be interested in? We've also got information on the new Meta avatars, of course, and yes, they are actually going to have legs this time. That was a big focus apparently in this event, according according to John Carmack's Unscripted Talk, where they only wanted to showcase the best of the avatars, because of course they were ridiculed for them. So now they're only trying to show the best. Meta avatars are getting third-person legs very, very soon, and a major graphics overhaul next year. They will also get support for Quest Pro's eye tracking and face tracking later this month, so your gaze, blinking, and facial expressions are mapped to your avatar in real time. Legs will arrive in Horizon Worlds first later this year, and then be available to all developers via the SDK next year. You'll only be able to see other people's legs though, not your own. So this still isn't what I would call leg tracking, since you have no legs. And I get it, legs are hard. If your brain sees your legs moving in a way that isn't how your legs are actually moving, you're going to feel disconnected. You're not going to feel like that experience is real. It's going to take you out of the immersive content. So instead of doing that, they've opted out of giving you legs and giving everyone else legs instead. I mean, how often is it that you look down at your legs in VR anyway? So this is kind of like a middle ground. I'm hoping that they release that leg tracking sometime in the near future and we get proper leg tracking. If they've released controllers that have inside-out tracking with cameras, they can probably do the same with trackers and get really damn accurate. But let me know your opinions down below. They also released something super, super cool with the avatars, showcasing that you can actually scan your face with just a phone, upload it to their servers, and get a like really, really accurate, really realistic avatar. Now, this isn't something that's available to us just yet, but it was really creepy, and we memed the fact that we are going to steal each other's identities in live chat, so that was really funny. But it is really creepy, but also super, super cool. I am so excited to see this technology moving on, and us getting these super realistic avatars. It's surreal. That's what it is. And finally, we're going to talk about something that isn't meta related, since, you know, competition good. Valve job listing confirms it's planning to ship a new VR headset. Valve posted a job listing to prototype, ship, and support a VR headset with advanced tracking features. At Valve, we are pushing the boundaries of virtual reality experiences. We are looking for versatile, self-directed software engineers in computer vision who can help us achieve the next steps in VR with millions of consumers worldwide. Customers, that says customers, not consumers. The main scope of this position is to prototype, ship, and support customer gaming products, leveraging visual inertial tracking, camera pass-through, environment understanding, eye tracking, and hand tracking. So what this is showing us is that they are working on a headset that is going to have all of those features, probably a standalone, to compete with everything else. It's very exciting. Valve, of course, made the Steam Deck, proving that you can play PC games on a tiny little handheld, which, I mean, would be great for VR as well. I mean, yeah, competition is happening, and very soon I'm going to get my hands on the Pico 4 and hopefully deliver a review for you guys and tell you whether it is an accurate competitor to the Quest, or an accurate alternative, more or less. About Facebook Connect, Meta Connect, yeah, I did actually enjoy it, and people ask me, am I mad? Am I disappointed? No, I'm not mad and I'm not disappointed. I actually kind of expected this. They're pivoting. It's just a different vibe. During the last Connect event, on stage, where you could see everything, and I get it, they're pivoting. They're pivoting into the metaverse. That's what they're building. That's where they're hosting their events now. But I don't know. I just kind of missed the vibe that it gave me. I'm not disappointed about the products. There's definitely still innovation there. It's the vibe that I'm missing. And as you can see, more information is coming out now about consumer devices. So you don't have to feel left out if you're a consumer. Now, that doesn't mean we're getting it this year, but hopefully sometime next. Let me know your opinions on all of these things happening down below. I love hearing your guys' stories, and in live chat, you guys did tell me, mostly, that you were quite disappointed. But hopefully now, with all of this information, including the new controllers working with the Quest 2, and I mean, hey, look, it means the Quest 2 is going to get support for much longer. So, you know, that's something good for you right there. Either way, I'm Mysticle. If you guys like this one, slap this button down below. If you disliked it, I guess this button works too, but do let me know why down in the comments below. Thank you to everybody who donated during that live stream. You guys helped me charge my car today, since YouTube still hasn't paid me. And thank you so much to all the Patreons supporting this channel. If you guys want to join the community, we've got a Discord and a Reddit down below. I want to see you posting your spicy memes on there. And as usual, if you guys want to be notified of future content coming up on the channel, make sure to smack the subscribe button with your forehead, ding my bell, and see you again in the next video. Peace.